I was dyslexic. I had no understanding of schoolwork whatsoever. I certainly would have failed IQ tests, and you know, it's one of the reasons I left school when I was 15 years old. And if I'm not interested in something, you know, I just don't grasp it.
I mean, there's a story about your mother allegedly dumping you in a field at aged 4 and saying, "Okay, walk home." And did this really happen?
I mean, she was, you know, she felt that we needed to stand on our own 2 feet from an early age. So she did things to us which now she'd be arrested for. So, yeah, such as, you know, pushing us out of the car and telling us to find our own way to Granny's about 5 miles before we actually got there, and making us go on, you know, wonderful long bike rides, and we're never allowed to watch television. I just love learning, and I'm incredibly inquisitive, and I love taking on the status quo and trying to turn it upside down. So I've seen life as one long learning process, and if I see, if I fly on somebody else's airline and find the experience is not a pleasant one, which it wasn't 21 years ago, then I think, well, you know, maybe I can create the kind of airline that I'd like to fly on, and so got one second-hand 747 from Boeing and gave it a go. Well, I think that, you know, there's a very thin dividing line between success and failure. We were being attacked by British Airways. They were trying to put our airline out of business, and they launched what's become known as the Dirty Tricks campaign. And I realised that, you know, that the whole empire was like to come crashing down unless I chipped in a chip. And in order to protect the jobs of the people who work for the airline and protect the jobs of the people who work for the record company, I had to sell the family jewellery to protect the airline. As it turned out, it proved to be the right move. But it was sad at the time, but you know, we moved on.